This right here in front of you is called Blackout Coffee. Okay? This is the first coffee brand that I've chosen to actually partner with because you know I'm obsessed with coffee. But let me explain to you why. It's a bold, premium, small batch American First coffee that's brewed right here in the USA. So rather you're grinding through the early mornings like me, long nights like me, or just need the extra jolt with energy, Blackout Coffee has you covered. From rich, dark roast to cold, ready-to-drink options, everything they make is built to fuel patrons. Here is the most
There's still the other chain to pull.
For every bag you buy, they send 2 cups of coffee to active duty military members. And as a thank you for joining the movement, they're giving my listeners 20% off their first order. All you have to do is go to blackoutcoffee.com/Devori or use promo code Devori. Again, that is blackoutcoffee.com/Devori. Well, one, she's the Secretary of Homeland Security. She can do whatever she wants. Number two, it's clearly an agreement between El Salvador and America to host these hardened criminals. And three, I find it so interesting that you have more outrage by this video than you did for Lake and Riley's family. And this is the type of thing we have in this country, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why we're always going to show it to you, because they literally think this way. And if you thought that was outrageous, listen to this.
The reason you should care is because you might be next. Based on what you look like, based on the color of your skin, based on the tattoo, the God you worship, you might be next. I mean, a suspension of due process where a government walks into, as you said, Alicia, to a place of worship or to a school or to a community or to an ethnic restaurant and decide, hey, we don't like the way you look, we're going to round you up. You might be next. You might be a U.S. citizen, but you could be next.
I wouldn't take anything he says serious. Fear tactics, okay? Now, what's more important is understanding what is serious is the success that the Trump administration has had as it pertains to closing the border and getting these violent criminals out of our country. Of that, what has made them so effective in doing that?
You and your team apprehended a top 3 leader in the violent gang, MS-13, yesterday, just 30 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. What has made you and your team so effective in finding, locating, apprehending, deporting violent illegal migrants?
I love this guy. I wish more people would ask questions like that, but that's very nice. I appreciate it. And they have to. All you're doing is being fair when you ask a question in that way. Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and all the rest of law enforcement. I think we have to include ICE, Border Patrol, Paul, the whole group for Border Patrol. They're so incredible, and it's dangerous stuff, hard stuff, and it's really an unforced error because these people were allowed into this country. They shouldn't have been in this country. They would have never been in this country. We're getting rid of some of the worst criminals in the world. They came out of jails and mental institutions from all over the world.
I think I get it.
And they caught one of the worst criminals in the world, I guess, in terms of evilness. You don't get any worse than the MS-13 guys and the Nicaragua guys. It's you can flip a coin. It's a rough group.
So what did you guys make of that commentator's response that El Salvador similar to Nazis? I don't understand why she would make that comparison. I don't know how you can make that comparison. But if you guys can make sense of it in the comment section, I'd greatly appreciate it. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now, there was another update earlier this morning that really didn't get the attention it deserves, in my opinion. And that is RFK Jr. and what he plans to do differently in HHS. He's actually taking action and confirming policy changes that he will implement. You're not going to want to miss this. If you're interested in that video, all you have to do is click on it. It's coming up right now.
I still don't see how we can get up to that chain.
In 50 years. That's not me saying it. They're saying it. And they're saying it could actually get worse. They're the most unpopular they've ever been. And remember, this party held slaves. And now they're being told to go into hiding.
If you're a Democrat, I'm going to tell you the worst thing that you can do right now. Speak for that goddamn party, okay? That party's brand is in such disarray. They have no ideology. My only problem with the Democratic Party is that even the people that are good, the brand of being a Democrat is so bad.
Yeah, you got to rebrand that.
They shit up.
The brand's so toxic that lifelong liberals aren't even staying to fight. They're moving to Ireland. Where'd they come up with that plan?
I still don't see how we can get up to that chain.
I feel on the verge of crying when I was there. When he got elected, I luckily had a plan with my therapist. Hope she's watching. I am. And I said to her, should he be elected, which none of us thought was going to happen, I need a plan. And the plan was always and only Ireland.
The Democrats who are staying don't have a plan. Axios says, talk to 20 Democrats and you'll find each one has a different theory on why they lost. And Rosie's theory is a conspiracy theory.
So I would hope that that would be investigated and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her. And Donald Trump was not able to do that.
She sounds like Trump. Biden didn't win. Did you see my crowd? It's hard to win if you don't know why you lost. And George Clooney's out there saying, don't look at me. Looking back on that, happy did it?
Yeah. I'll make it kind of easy. I was raised to tell the truth. I had seen the president up close for this fundraiser, and I was surprised. And so I feel as if there was a lot of profiles of cowardice in my party through all of that. And I was not proud of that. And I also believed I had to tell the truth.
Clooney just said his party's full of lying cowards. And he calls himself brave for telling the truth. Oh, I guess he's brave. Because you're not allowed to tell the truth in his party. And if you do, they take you out. But the rest of the country didn't need Clooney to tell them Joe was toast. We knew it for years. And we don't need a permission slip from the right to tell the truth. Suddenly, all these Democrats want credit for telling the truth when the stakes are low. Bernie just came out and said his party's trash.
It saddens me that when the Democrats...
I still don't see how we can get up to that chain.
They did virtually nothing for work. I have to say that. I'm a member of the Democratic Caucus as an independent. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you otherwise. Yeah. And since then, do I think the Democrats have been effective in rallying the American people and stopping Trump's movement toward oligarchy and authoritarianism?
Erdogan just told the country, walk away from the Democrat Party and be an independent. But Bernie's just as big of a hypocrite as Clooney. Bernie never said any of this when Democrats were in power. Now he wants Chuck's head on a platter. MoveOn.org says it's time to move on from Schumer. They say their frustrations are at a boiling point, and if nothing changes, donors are ready to yank their funds out. Schumer can smell the coup coming.
Leader Schumer, are you feeling pressure to step down?
Look, I'm not stepping down. And let me just say this, Kristen. I knew when I cast my vote against against the government shutdown that it would be there'd be a and there was.
Chuck's wounded, the clock's ticking, and the Bernie bros smell blood. The progressives are primarying the old-timers. Watch.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk are dismantling our country piece by piece. And so many Democrats seem content to just sit back and let them. So I say it's time to drop the excuses and grow a spine. I'm Count Abou-Ghazaleh, and I'm running for Congress in Illinois' 9th District.
That woman right there, Kat, she used to work at Media Matters. She used to clip things we said on Fox and try to get us all fired. Now she's running for Congress. This new generation gets going, it's going to get ugly.
The problem for Democrats right now is if they're primaried by a bunch of Bernie Sanders, AOC-type Democrats, they're going to have a real hard problem flipping the House.
Democrats lost two big bets, that they'd always win the youth vote, and when the country got less white, Republicans would be finished. And they were dead wrong on both. And now their coalition's crippled. Ezra Klein, a big-time liberal thinker, says with the way the party's heading and with the number of Democrats moving out of blue states, Democrats could be out of power for the next 15 years. Everyone's moving to red states. It's boosting Republicans' electoral votes. So the Democrats could sweep the Rust Belt and still not hit 270. They lost the working class and all their...
I was hanging out with my girlfriend. I didn't know that women watch porn now. Shame. Sorry. I'll say this. It's having a negative effect on all of us. You know what I mean? We can't both come into the bedroom thinking we can fuck like that. Absolutely. Everyone thinks they're in a porn, dude. Every time you fuck a lady, you go, every dude's like, everyone, what are we doing? Stop. Belly to belly is pretty good. It feels the same. Everyone thinks they're a porn star. You're not, dude. Those are professionals. You're not good enough to fuck like that. First off, if you're a dude and you're good at sex, that's gay. I hate to break it to you, dude. That's a girl quality. No, not. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it was bad enough already when it was just men watching porn, coming into the bedroom with fucking ideas and shit. That, you know what I mean? It was bad enough when it was just me coming in there. Just... I watched the squirt tutorial earlier. Like, I can't squirt. It's like, you all can squirt, actually. The girl just forcing herself to pee to get me to stop doing it. It's like, you did it, baby. Like, yeah, obviously I did it. Now, you can't do the cool move you see in porn. Just have regular. Just do regular. You don't have to. You ever try them? You ever think you can? You ever try, like, cum in a girl's face? Not as cool. They're a lot less receptive in real life. That whole process is a fucking nightmare, dude. It's a disaster. It's just you, the girl you love's down there. You've been begging her for 3 months to try this. Finally, she was like, yeah, you can do it. You're like, yes. And just like the videos I watch every day, that's my favorite part. Now you get to do it. You think it's going to be awesome? It's not. It's just you up there.
I don't see how we can get
alone.
Up to that chain.
It's cold. She's out. She's being nice. She's like, "Are you okay?" Now you can feel it. You're like, all right, here it comes. This is gonna be awesome. She's gonna love this. As soon as it hits them, they freeze. And then once it's on, they like don't know how to move. You know what I mean? Like you ever put like socks on a cat? And then you feel bad because it comes out of you and you realize what you've done. You feel terrible. You gotta pick her up off the ground. It's like the same energy as like when a toddler falls. You're like, come here, get up. You're all right. You're all right. We'll never do it again. Dudes with Down syndrome love women so much that, like, I've never been a believer of being gay as a choice. But I will say, every dude I know that can't think fucking loves pussy. I guess it's a secret. That's the end of it. That's where that should end. Look, I was talking earlier. I'm not a Republican yet, but I will say, I just want to see, like, for real, I don't care if they arrest him. If he loses the primary, I don't care. Let him debate, dude. Let him debate. All I want to see is him debate. If he gets arrested, Hannibal Lecter him out to the function. Bring him on stage. Here's my idea. Final debate of the year. Have one Republican candidate, one Democrat. Be like, all right, fellas. Surprise third guest tonight. Fucking stone cold music, the glass shatters. He walks out and they're both gay. Let's see how they handle that. I think it is actually important to see how the candidates handle that type of pressure. And debating with Trump, dude, because so far none of them have been able to handle it. He loses every debate, he gets bullied, whoever was up there. The only one who did pretty good in the debates against him was Biden, just because he had no fucking idea what was being said. Which actually helped him. That worked out for him.
Because Trump's whole thing is he tries to get in the other guy's head, dude. Can't get Joe's head. Joe's not in there. Good luck, dude. Biden is Trump's kryptonite in a debate. He's literally perfect. You can't beat him. And Trump tries to drag the other guy into like a shit talking contest where he will win a death. He can't get Biden. He tries. Every debate he's trying so hard to Biden. He tries. You're a loser. You're sucking crack. And Biden says, what? Right there, dude. That's actually a pretty good comeback. You might win this thing. I miss it. I miss the speeches with Trump. You remember that? We used to get 5 speeches a day when he was in office. Anytime you turn on the TV, that guy was giving another fucking speech. Live, dude. In front of a helicopter, scream, calling a lady a lesbian or something. This could be a tough one to defend at work. But I'm gonna. Now it's sad. Now with Biden, we get like one speech every 3 months. And it's hard. He like falls and shit. It's hard to watch. It's sad. I'm rooting for the guy. Obviously, I want things to go well. But it's hard to watch him do anything. Anytime I watch Biden do anything, I get the same feeling as like, you ever go to a friend's house and they have like a 16-year-old dog and it walks in the room? And you gotta do that whole like, oh, hey, there he is. Look at him. He's looking great. My favorite thing about Biden is anytime Biden finishes a speech, he transforms into a Roomba. I miss the Trump speeches. Trump gave what I think was probably one of the greatest speeches of world leaders given him. You know, it's got to be up there with like Churchill, Gettysburg Address. Anyway, for real though, it was my favorite speech I've ever seen a president give. It was the night the United States killed the leader of ISIS. Trump comes out of the Situation Room at like midnight in the White House, and he walks down that fucking tunnel like he gives a press conference, like he's giving a post-game NBA just go to guy press conference. He walks up in front of the entire world at midnight and just goes, Abu al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog. He never forgets him.
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow. You should collect any others you find.
I didn't take one from that. That's what he opened with. And then he did 40 minutes. The speech is 40 minutes. For no reason. It wasn't a prepared speech. He freestyled 40 straight. Not even a speech, just mean shit talk for 40. Meanest shit talk you've ever heard from the whole world. Absolutely.
Lad, if I may,
what
exactly are you hoping to learn from Tia?
Let me tell you something,
Well,
Abu cried. He cried
like I
quite a
said,
bit. I wouldn't have
I was
cried.
hoping he could tell me something about rugby. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and
I love everything about that
maybe
speech.
about what it was like to fight back in the day.
Thinking about Trump in the situation.
Just for the history, obviously.
Surrounded by generals watching.
So Tia's in a talkative mood after being in prison for so long. All of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
They got. They're making it squirt. How could you do this? That's what we should do. Instead it's your dark already killing these guys.
You think there will be another one?
Didn't have our
It's
special forces
unlikely,
fucking whack
but
them all
geological
with their own bed.
disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
That's a pretty
The
serious
geysers
fact.
and smell
That's
here
4 Navy
are worse
SEAls
because of
holding
tumble
on to
weather.
legs.
Maybe the earthquakes are too.
You're the only dude without night vision.
Might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Needham, brothers.
Just got jerked off in your own bed.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
No, I love thinking about Trump in the situation.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body. I was fearing the notion of being detached.
The only dude watching
How's that for us, though?
They are scared.
You can tell he's never seen it before by the fucking speech. The speech sounded like a guy just trying to tell you some shit he
Definitely an
saw.
alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
Knock on the front door, not these guys. Shut up, guys. Shut up, guys. Don't guys like. Leave it alone. Leave this alone. And they use dogs. Beautiful dogs.
Beautiful dogs is the funniest detail. It's true. They actually did use, it was the Army Rangers and they used dogs because they were afraid out back daddy was going to be wearing a suicide vest, so they killed him with dogs and a robot.
Hey, can we talk to you for...
And then made fun of him for crying?
There'll be no help, to be sure. If we find the tavern Sandy mentioned on our own. And hope they let us in.
In bed in the middle of the night, his wall exploded. Fucking 10 dogs and a robot. Dude, 10 dogs wearing helmets and goggles broke into his house.
The detail in the woodwork is quite extraordinary.
Down syndrome rules, you don't have to... Obviously, that's not how you say it. Yeah. You don't go around saying fucking Down syndrome rules. You're saying it wrong. I'm not discounting the fact that families, it is. I've witnessed it firsthand. It's difficult. But it's scary. It's very scary at first. Then you quickly realize that's easily the only good family member we have. That's the only good person I know. That's good, dude. That's a perfect job. They love two things, dude. They love John Cena. Across the board, dude. You see one of these dudes out in public, hit him with a... They're trying to give it back. They love it. And they love tits. Dudes with Down syndrome love tits, and it's a very uncomfortable truth for a lot of people. And I'm not sure why. Tits rule.
Is that a statue
John
of
Cena
Odin?
rules.
You must
It's
really
kind of
love
the
him.
coolest things. Look, this joke's probably not going to make it, but here's one out. I'm going to try. If you see it, just know I won an argument. Because I think it's good, but all right. Dudes with Down syndrome love women so much that, like, I've never been a believer of being gay as a choice. But I will say,
hello.
Every dude I know who can't think fucking loves pussy.
I've got something for you.
Thanks for grabbing this.
Take your time. Whenever you're ready.
Ooh, okay. Hey, I actually moved myself. I moved myself to the point of tears today, dude. And why? I was in my kitchen just thinking about how much I love my family and my friends and everyone in my country, and I moved myself to tears. I swear to God, I choked myself up. I choked myself up. I was like, I hit the Peloton this morning. I was like, I just want to keep.
You know,
my
I'm
body
glad I
in
came
shape
back
so I
here
can
at
be
least
around
once
some
before
people.
Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain materials. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, ski off.
Okay.
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir here.
How was I supposed to know they were there? Okay, so, Derlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, though. For you. It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
So this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my, yes. Odin's grip on this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one.
Till we meet again!
Yo.
One less feathery spy.
Best of luck.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe we can try knocking on some doors for directions. I think I see something. Hello?
Behind you! Nicely done.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You?
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
Looks to be an artifact from the Dwarven Resistance. A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp wit he had until he turned to subtle moves. Behind you! Look out!
I think that's him. Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours. Named Durlin?
Well, we both know that's not true. Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to get to Durlin's. There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel. I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left. So, which way do we go? We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you. Mimir, were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
Huh. There's such a big bay. There's no fish. Must be because of the smoke from those mining rigs. One of the mining rigs is here?
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down.
On your right!
dwarves didn't like working for Asgard, couldn't they just quit?
And do what? Their newly built forges poisoned the soil of Svartalfheim. Unable to grow their own food, they had to buy it from Asgard. If they stopped working, they'd be taking food out of their own mouths.
Oh, that's clever. And awful.
Behind you! Incoming!
Whoa. An Yggdrasil seed to Muspelheim. Think it might lead to that combat arena we visited years ago?
What makes you say that?
Wishful thinking, I guess. Going through Surtur's gauntlet, it was fun.
It was training.
You didn't have fun? Well, anyway. We should look for the other half of the seed. Once it's whole again, we can see where it leads. Great. Now we can make it across.
Great flank!
They just keep coming!
It's a bear trap. Spawning a little witches like there's no tomorrow.
For her, it will be so!
Behind you, watch out! Left flank! Watch your right! Right flank!
Left side! Incoming! Right side! Incoming!
Behind you, brother! What's your name? Mind you, incoming! Mind you, watch out! The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made that choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
Father, is it always moral to kill something that's trying to kill you?
Yes.
Well, there you have it, lad.
How did these rigs come to be?
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
Is that a watchtower?
There's another mining rig on this island, brother. Smell that smoke?
Why would the dwarves agree to work for the Aesir in the first place?
That's the heart of it, eh?
You lied to them.
I lied to them.
Wow, there's a lot to explore here. Kinda nice to be out of Midgard for a bit, huh?
Poison from above! Poison, right flank!
Behind you! Watch out!
Above you! Watch out!
Grim, break the pie! Down! On your left!
Last one.
Above you!
You okay, Mimir?
To the blacksmiths of Svartalfheim, the creation of a weapon was a sacred thing. But Odin just wanted as many blades as he could get, as fast as he could get them. With every stolen resource or mediocre blade, the dwarves lost a bit of themselves.
Taking a break before visiting Durlin? Very wise. He can be... a lot. What can I make for you? Hey, what happened to all the armor we made you already?
I used it.
Well, maybe try to make this one last longer.
I will not.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today. Be safe!
Would have been a shame to have left that behind. No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. We need... I need to set right a very old wrong.
What's behind the door?
A prisoner. Of sorts. Bloody Frogger holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards.
You're on fire! But you probably already know that. It's bad!
Ah, this is a fine mess. Bloody Frogger holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother, get up! Brother!
What the fuck?
Bloody Draugr holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
It's back!
Brother, get up!
Shit.
Bloody Draugr holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards.
It's back! You're on fire! But you probably already know that. It's back!
What's up? Huh? Mad at me? Why? Thank I wish people would just talk to me and tell me straight. What's going on? What's mad at me now? What did I do? What thing today? It wasn't like I've been playing video games all day. I'm going to be with you guys the whole day tomorrow. See? Everybody forgets all the fucking good shit I do. I just finished spending. I dropped $5,000 on a bunch of shit. That was just good for that day.
What's behind the door?
A prisoner. Of sorts.
I see you've got some relics of the Dwarven resistance. I'll take them off your hands. At your service.
You got something to say to me?
I'll disinfect my tools. By the way, if you're headed to the mining rigs in the bay, could you bring me any slag you find? I could use the material for my crafting. I'll heat up the forge. I am, as always, at your service. You collected Kvasir's stories? Give them here. Huge fan.
Yes. I guess I have to. No, I have to do everything.